you two. It is Tuesday the 28th of January, and we're here for our comprehension session today. So this is a comprehension session for the Year 2 comprehension book, the one with the monkey on the front. Okay, what we're doing today is turning to the next page, the next text that we're looking at, which is on page 15, and it is called the United Kingdom. Okay, so we've already been thinking in our geography lessons about the United Kingdom when we were in school. So I think some of our place names today are going to be familiar to you because we've talked about them in geography. You can see there's a little map. Okay, so have a little look at page 15. Lots of our words today start with capital letters, okay, because they are proper nouns. So if it is that you're looking for a place, we know that places are going to have capital letters. Countries will have capital letters, cities and seas, and all things like that. So when you see the words with capital letters today, it's because they are proper nouns. They're the names of things, names of specific places or things. Okay, so what we're going to do first of all is I'm just going to read through on the board with you some of the words that are a little bit tricky to read. Okay, so my first question is a question that is a word that is in one of our questions. Okay, and that's one of the words that we would find quite tricky to sound out. So that is the word walk. And if you look at question 1, you can see question 1 says, why can't you walk from Northern Ireland to England? So it's quite a tricky word to read. That's the word walk. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. And that's one of the tricky words. I know my phonics children, we've had that tricky word before. Okay, that's one that we can't sound out. We've got P, then we've got E and O, making an E sound. Ooh, people. Okay, have a little look at your text now. See if you can find where it says the word people. Okay, see if you can spot it. You might want to pause the video a little bit, see if you can spot it. So that word's a hard one to read. It's a tricky word for reading. It is people. People. Okay. Next one. Now that's a really long one, isn't it? And we're going to talk about what that word means as well. That word is population. Population. We haven't really done words in phonics, in spellings with the shun at the end for reading. So that word is population. Have a little chat with your grown up about what that word's going to mean because that's going to be important for you to understand part of the text and one of the questions. It's going to be important that you know what that word means. Okay, a chat about that one. Okay, so the population means how many people live in a certain place. Okay, so population is how many people. So the population of Australia is how many people live in Australia. Okay, that's going to help you out with one of your questions from today. Got the tricky words we've got to spell. Ooh, now that word there looks like it's got an ow sound in. I know Mrs. Woods phonics, you've been thinking about the ow sound this week. Oh, and you. Whereas in this word, it doesn't make an ow sound, it makes an sound. And that is the word country. Country. Okay, so because we're thinking about the United Kingdom, we're thinking about countries today. It's a geography text. It's a bit like a fact file. Okay. Okay, another tricky word. You might remember this from our geography lessons. This one has got a silent S in the middle. So we don't start this word with its, is. This is the word island. Okay, can you remember from geography what we mean by an island? Have a chat with your grown up about it. Okay, an island is where you have some land that's all surrounded by water. And you can see on the map there, and hopefully you'll remember from our geography lessons, that the United Kingdom is an island. It's got water all the way around. Okay, so you can see on the map, okay, that the United Kingdom is an island. It's got sea all the way around it. That word is the word island. Okay, not the same as the country Ireland. That's the one, the island where land has water all around it. So it sounds the same as the country Ireland, but it's spelt different. We call that a homophone, don't we? Okay, so we've got the word island. One of my group's tricky words for this week is the word any. Letter A, making the sound. We've got the word any. Come across that word today in your text. And the word city, where the letter C is making the sound in that word. That's the word city. Okay, so we might be thinking about countries, we might be thinking about cities. Okay, now you've got the text in front of you, hopefully. I've also got the text there on the board. That's a biggie so I can get it on the screen. Okay, so I would like you to have a little pause of it now. See if you can read it out loud to your grown-up, spotting where some of those tricky words might be. Okay, and having a little read of what facts it's going to tell us all about the United Kingdom. Okay, if it is all about the United Kingdom, some of us struggled with this question last time. Is it a fiction text or a non-fiction text? If it is facts about the United Kingdom, is it going to be fiction or non-fiction? Have a chat with your grown-up. What do you think? Okay, some of us got this a little bit muddled when we did it in one of our previous texts. Okay, so fiction means that it's made up. So stories are fiction. So this text today is non-fiction. It's giving us facts and information about something real. Okay, so hopefully you've had a little read of it. Okay, hopefully you were able to spot those tricky words and it helped you with the reading. Okay, we're going to go over the questions now. Okay, so the first question says, why can't you walk from Northern Ireland to England? Okay, so our learning question then today is, can I, go back to our learning question, can I answer questions on a text? Now, lots of our questions today are going to be retrieval questions, where the answer is just right there. You've just got to look for the key part of the text. Okay? Whereas this question today, why can't you walk from Northern Ireland to England? That's going to require us to do a little bit of thinking about it. It doesn't exactly give us the answer in the text, but it does give us some clues. So this kind of question is what we call an inference question. We've got to use the text that we've been given and work out what the answer might be. It doesn't just have it there for us to find and copy. Okay, so what we need to look for in the text is where it talks about the key places in the question. So let's have a little look at my text. So we want to know, why can't you walk from Northern Ireland to England? So I need to have a little look in the text where it tells me about Northern Ireland. And there's going to be more than one place it talks about Northern Ireland. So have a read through from the start. Stop when you get to Northern Ireland. So there's one there. Have a read of the sentence. Does that give you any clues about why you can't walk to it? If not, keep going through the text. Find Northern Ireland again. Read the couple of sentences around it. Does that give you any clues? And hopefully you will get to the point where it tells you some important information which would mean you couldn't walk from Northern Ireland to England. You might already know the answer, but it's good to check it in the text. Okay, question 2 then is a retrieval question. So the answer is going to be there. We've just got to find it. Which UK country includes over 700 islands? Now it's got 700 written in words for that one. Okay, so your job is to go through and see where it tells you something about 700 100 islands, and you're looking for the name of a country. Don't forget to use a capital letter for the name of the country in your answer. Okay, that's a retrieval question. Question 3, another retrieval question. The answer's there. You've just got to spot the right part of the text to find it. Write the names of 2 plants that are symbols of Wales. So I think the key word in that question is symbols and Wales. See if you can spot those in your text. You should be able to find the names of 2 plants. And then our last question, which country in the UK has the most people living there? Can you remember from the start what was that word that we said meant how many people were living there? Let's go back and check what it was. We said that it was, keep going back, population, didn't we? So we said it was important to know what that word means. Which country in the UK has the most people living there? Well, we know that population is how many people live there. So that might help you out with that question today. Okay, sure you're going to do a super job with those. Hopefully you will know lots of information from our geography lessons. Okay, it might be, if you enjoyed that fact file, that maybe you would like to research or use what you've been doing in our geography lessons. I know this week was all about Australia. Maybe you would like to have a research of some of your own facts about countries and create your own non-fiction text about a country. Or maybe what you might like to do as an extension activity is write yourself some questions about a different country and then see if you, with your grown-ups' help, can search for the answers and answer your own questions on the internet. Okay, so we look forward to seeing the page from your book today. Remember, it is page 15, the United Kingdom, and we also look forward to seeing if you have a go at an extension activity using the topic, the geography topic from today. Okay, I'm sure you're going to do a super job. Keep practicing that lovely cursive handwriting, and don't forget to use capital letters in the right spaces for your answer. Okay, well done. We will see you again tomorrow.